Alright, Newspaper, what's up guys, it's your boy McKinley Crain here, and I'm going to be reviewing the movie Boyhood in this video because today's date is November 8th, 2021, and I was born on November 9th, 2003, so basically what I'm saying is that tomorrow will be my 18th birthday. I have like less than 6 hours until I'm technically an adult, so this is technically my last day of boyhood or childhood, however way you want to put it. So I felt that it would be like appropriate. I wanted to make a video about this, and I was just like, should I just make a video like about how I'm gonna be 18 tomorrow? I was just like, no, I should do something like more special than that. And I was just like, I should like do something, you know, like more interesting than that. That's what I meant. So I was just like, I should do something, and then I started thinking about a movie that I think about a lot and that I've thought about a lot in the past few years. I saw this movie back in late 2019, in October of 2019, and I loved it. But over the years, I've loved it even more. And like I said, that movie is Boyhood. So, like I was saying, I was planning on like making a video, some sort of video relating to how I'm gonna be like, how this is the last day of my childhood technically. Because I'm technically gonna be an adult tomorrow. I'm technically gonna be considered an adult tomorrow, if you know what I mean, legally and technically. I mean, of course, I'm still gonna be like living in this house that I'm living in for like a few more months and everything. But I'm still in high school right now. I'm a senior in high school. But I'm still technically gonna be an adult tomorrow. So I just decided to make a video about it. And like I said, I thought of the movie Boyhood, and so a marvelous idea popped into my brain, which was, hey, why not just review the movie Boyhood? Anyway, so this movie came out like back in 2014, and it doesn't have much plot. The plot is that's why I'm not like calling this a spoiler-free review, because there's really nothing to spoil. It doesn't have like a consistent plot. Sorry I had to pause the video, guys. Anyway, so like I said, Boyhood it's a coming-of-age drama story. I don't even think I said that, but it is. And it came out in 2014, like I said, and they actually started filming it, like back in 2002. It's actually the same actor who's playing this character. Like, we see this character grow up from like 5 or 6 years old until he's 18 and he's a man and he's in college. So once again, we see him as a little kid, and as a teenager, and as an adult. And like I said, this movie doesn't have like a lot of plot. The whole plot is just Boyhood. It shows what's actually going on in this character's childhood. It shows like what's going on like with his parents, like because in this movie like his mom gets divorced a lot, and like it shows like where he moves because this kid moves a lot. It shows like how his relationship with his biological dad is, because he's had a lot of stepdads and he doesn't get to see his biological dad very much, and it just shows like how he changes, what phases he goes through, how he sees his life, how he sees other people, how other people see him, who he hangs out with, what he's learned from his childhood. Shows his favorite experiences and everything. And like I said, it's amazing because this is the same actor the whole time. It's the same actor. This movie took like 12 years to make. They came back like once. The whole cast came back like once every year to like kind of continue shooting the movie. And as the actor ages, so does this character. And it's the same cast this whole time in the movie, and it's a very touching movie. It's a very wise movie. It's a very touching movie. It can be a very emotional movie at sometimes, and a very like relevant movie, and relatable at times, in a good way, of course. And it's just a very, very, very well-made film, and I highly enjoyed it. It's not like your average popcorn movie or anything. It's not a popcorn movie at all. There are no car chases. There's no like intense action scenes. Of course, there's drama and there are some intense scenes in the movie, but it's a movie that's not for everyone. But it's a good movie. It's a great movie. It's a perfect movie. It's a perfect movie, and it's very well made, very well acted. These feel like real people. These feel like real characters with real human emotions. And it's just a wonderful film. It can make you smile and feel sad and laugh at certain times, and it just I just think about this movie a lot, and I have been thinking about it a lot as I've been getting older through the years, because it's not like a completely relevant movie, because people are not like all the same and stuff, and everybody's life is different. But it is a pretty relevant movie. You will go through some of the stuff that this character has gone through in your childhood. I've never had an abusive stepdad. I've never had an abusive dad. My parents aren't even divorced. They've never been divorced. They're, as far as I can tell, never gonna get divorced. And I've never had like step siblings or anything, or moved like 6 times. Of course, I've moved in my life. Um, I have moved in my life, but you know, I've never gone through like what this character has gone through. And of course I haven't done a lot of the stuff that this character has done, but I don't have to have done a lot of the stuff that this character has done. There's enough stuff in this movie that this character does that we can all relate to and have done in our childhood, like, well, had to deal with in our childhood, like just trying to figure out what to do with your life, and trying to figure out, you know, who exactly you want to be, and who, like, where you want to go. It's just a very touching movie, which is why it's so praised, so very praised, and I love it. It's a wonderful movie. It's one of those movies that you like a lot more. You like it a lot more, like, than you did the first time you saw it, like, as you get older. And I watched this movie when I was like a freshman in high school, so I wasn't young, and well, technically I was young because I wasn't like an old man or even an adult or anything, but I wasn't like stupid or anything. It wasn't like I had no idea what the working world like was going to be like or anything, or how it worked or anything, or what high school was, or what school was, or what, you know, what friendships were or anything like that. I knew all that stuff, and I'm pretty much almost the same person I was back in 9th grade when I saw this movie. Back in 2019 when I saw this movie, as I am now. I mean, of course, a few of my opinions have changed, and I've learned a lot of new things. That's just getting older. But I'm still basically the same person. I still have, like, almost all the beliefs I had back then. And we can all relate to this movie, regardless of I know it's called Boyhood, but, you know, females can relate to this too. Because, honestly, this movie should just be called Childhood, because it's just relatable for, like, a lot of people growing up, regardless of your gender. And it doesn't focus, I know it's called Boyhood, but that's just because the main character is male, and, you know, Childhood is kind of a name for a movie that wouldn't hit the ear right, if that made sense. So they called the movie Boyhood. But it's like, the fact that this dude is male doesn't actually affect anything at all. Like I said, it should just be called Childhood. It's not about, like, boyhood in particular. It's just about this. I mean, the main character is a boy, so technically, his childhood is boyhood. Well, at the end of the film, he's an adult, so I should stop calling him a boy. I don't know. But what I'm saying is, people of both genders can relate to this movie. This movie, like I said, should just be called Childhood, and it's a very touching film. It's relevant, and I love it. I personally love it, and it's a film that I've learned to love even more and more as I've gotten older throughout the years. And That's why I'm going to give it a 100% out of 100%, which is the equivalent of an A+. Like, subscribe, join the notification squad. I will return.